Okay, guys, so I just want to let you know that God is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last, the great I am, the Waymaker, the miracle worker, the promise keeper. And his name is Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, the Creator, who knitted you into your mother's womb, and who knew you before you were born, and who knew you after you were born. And in the middle of your birth, he knew you. And he knew what your parents were going to name you when you were born. And he knew that you were not born with that name. You were given that name by your mother and father after you were born, after your birth, male and female. Everyone in the world has a name because of God, because of the Alpha, the Omega, the Creator. Without him, there's no earth, there's no heaven, and there's even no hell. God created hell too. He can take it out whether he wants or not. But because he doesn't do that, because God knows there are consequences for how we live on this planet. Listen, guys, I want you to listen to what I'm saying. Send this video to somebody and get the word out here because this is very important. There are consequences for how we live on this planet. Real consequences that will never end. If you think that depression, anger, sadness, hate, what's the other one? Greed, sorrow, all these things you think is on earth, magnify that times millions in hell. And the pastors like Joel Osteen, Kenneth Copeland, Jesse Duplantis, and all these other false preachers out there who say that there's no hell and that hell on earth and this is hell, you are mistaken. And you will find out real quick when you bust hell wide open what it's going to look like, what it's going to feel like, what it's going to sound like, and who is going to be there and what's going to be there. It's not a joke. There is nothing funny about it. And if you think I'm messing around, you have another thing coming. I'm warning you guys. That place is more horrible than even the Halloween Horror Nights and the Fright Nights put together. And even every other place that you've been to. Jail, whatever other place you've been to. Any bad place you've been to. Hell is much worse than that. It's even worse than the Great Tribulation. That is how bad it is. And if you think for a second you will get away with your sin, you are mistaken. And all the sin I'm talking about is greed, murder, stealing, cheating, lying, fornication, adultery, taking the Lord's name in vain, not honoring your parents, doing things you're not, rebelling, pride you are not supposed to do. If this was anybody else saying this, you would agree with it. Why is it that the celebrities are getting all the credit, but guys like me talk about it and you guys don't care? I want you guys to understand. This is not a joke. And I'm going to say it again. This is not a joke. You go to heaven or you go to hell when your time is up from this earth. I'll do whatever I want. I'll say whatever I want to keep you out of there. But I still have to follow the rules. And you don't know when my time's up. I don't know when yours is up. But I'll tell you guys this. You go there, you're not getting out. It's like if you commit a crime and go to jail, you don't get out. And if you get out, they bring you back there. Just like hell. Right now, as I'm speaking to you, heaven and hell is happening right now as I speak to you. And those who don't want to listen, you will find out real quick. You're not promised your next breath. I'm not, you're not, no one is. Unless God allows it. God created your breath. He could take it out just like that. And I wish I was God. Because the things that are happening on this planet will not happen if I was God. And you think that it's a game? You want to gamble with your soul? You want to sell your soul to the devil? That's on you. And I feel sorry for anybody that does that. That's all I have to say in this video. If you have any questions, let me know.